Dr. Mae Jemison has a long and outstanding history in the science field. She's a highly accomplished physician and was the first African American woman to become an astronaut. Dr. Jemison's uncle first introduced her to science at an early age, and this is when she developed interest in subjects such as astronomy, evolution, anthropology, archaeology, and later developed an interest in biomedical engineering. Dr. Jemison graduated high school at the age of 16 and attended Stanford University, where she earned degrees in chemical engineering and African American studies. Dr. Jemison continued her studies at Cornell Medical School after Stanford, and this is where her interest for international medicine sparked. After graduating Cornell in 1981, she spent time as a general practitioner in LA before becoming a medical officer in the Peace Corps in West Africa. During her time in the Peace Corps, she managed healthcare for Peace Corps and U.S. Embassy personnel while simultaneously working alongside the National Institute of Health and the CDC in research for development of hepatitis B vaccines. Dr. Mae Jemison's early interest in astronomy led her to her application and career at NASA. She was one of 15 accepted applicants to NASA out of a total of 2,000 applicants. Dr. Jemison worked as an astronaut office representative at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Her primary work there was processing space shuttles for launch and verifying space shuttle software. She was soon assigned to provide support during a joint mission between the U.S. and Japan, in which experiments in materials processing and life sciences took place. Dr. Jemison was the only African American woman astronaut during the successful week-long joint mission aboard the space shuttle, the Endeavour. After the completed mission and post-NASA career, Dr. Mae Jemison founded the Jemison Group, which works to integrate critical sociocultural issues in the design process of science and engineering projects and companies. It also works to develop stand-alone science technology companies. Among Dr. Jemison's many achievements, she also founded the Dorothy Jemison Foundation of Excellence in honor of her mother. The Earth We Share, or TEWS, is an international science camp for 12 to 16-year-old students, which provides them with hands-on interdisciplinary STEM education. It is actually one of the projects of the foundation, along with Reality Leads Fantasy, celebrating women of color in flight. Dr. Jemison was a professor at Dartmouth College in environmental sciences for several years, and a professor at Cornell University as the Andrew D. White Professor at Large. This position is described to enliven intellectual and cultural life at Cornell. She is an inductee in the National Women's Hall of Fame, the National Organization for Women's Intrepid Award, the Kilby Science Award, and the National Association of Corporate Directors Directorship 100 Most Influential People in the Boardroom. Dr. Jemison has also written several books and has even appeared on the Star Trek television show. She is a continuous force in the science world, as she is a strong advocate for science education and encouraging minority students' interests in science. She works hard for social change, and her hard work really shows through her accomplishments and the work she does for social justice and change in the science community.